Hi, so this video is going to be my monthly favorites video for all the things that I've been loving throughout the month of May. Normally I like to post my monthly favorites videos on the last day of the month I'm doing the favorites video for, but I had a lot of ideas that I wanted to film before that, so that's why I'm posting it a little later. Also, if my hair looks extra dark in the video today, it's because it is wet and I'm letting it dry and I was too impatient to let it dry before I filmed the video. So without a further intro, I'm going to get started with my first makeup favorite. This is the NYX Single Eyeshadow in White. My favorite is not so much about the product as it is about what I do with the product. If you're not already subscribed to Makeup Geek TV, Marlena is absolutely wonderful and she gives advice on a lot of tips and tricks for your makeup that I like to incorporate into my own makeup routine. One of the things that I noticed she was doing in her past few makeup tutorials, she was taking a couple shades lighter of her own skin tone and applying it underneath her eyes. I don't know if you've noticed, and it's not really a thing that you can pick up on camera, but when you put this underneath your eyes in real life, you can see the difference yourself of how much it brightens up your under eye area. I do not use this single eyeshadow to solely set my under eye concealer. I like to set my under eye concealer with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and then I dab with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and then apply it underneath my under eyes. And when I watched the videos where I did do that in my makeup routine, I noticed how much brighter my skin looked, especially the under eye area. If you have a deeper skin tone than I do, of course you don't want to use a stark white eyeshadow. You just want to use any matte shadow that is a couple shades lighter than your own skin tone. The second beauty favorite that I have absolutely been loving, I actually should have mentioned this in my April favorites video because I've been using it for a really long time, but I just recently used it about a week ago and it reminded me to write it down for my May favorites. This is actually a GG Eyebrow Waxing Kit that I picked up at my local Sally's Beauty Supply. This is the Cream Wax Microwave Formula Hair Removal System and I got the Sensitive Skin Formula. I'll go ahead and share the stuff that comes in here and I'm going to include a picture just so you know this really works. I have tried so many other products, including from the GG line itself, that did not work for me, including those little tear apart wax strips where you're supposed to warm it up in between your hands. Those have never worked for me. I finally went to the Sally's Beauty Supply and I picked up this $16 kit and it has saved me so much money than going to a salon and paying $20 each time. It comes with this really big jar of wax and you pop it in the microwave. It says for about a minute, but to get to the right consistency, I like to put it in there about a minute and a half in about 20-second increments. Muslin strips are included in the set for you, but you can purchase separate GG muslin strips at the Sally's Beauty Supply. Besides the wax to wax your eyebrows and the muslin strips in the kit, it comes along with 4 bottles. There is a post-wax concealer to reduce the redness. There's a pre-honed cleanser where you put it on your eyebrows before you wax your eyebrows. You don't want any oils on your eyebrows, that way you can rip off as much as possible. There is the wax off, which is your best friend when it comes to waxing your eyebrows because there will be wax remnants left behind. And then the last bottle is the Slow Grow with argan oil. Supposedly this prevents new hair growth. I've been using it after every single time I've waxed my eyebrows for the past few times. I don't really notice much of a difference, but I've been using it anyway because it does soothe the area after you wax it. Again, this was $16 in my local Sally's Beauty Supply and I have been absolutely loving it. It's been saving me boatloads of money. I just recently uploaded a mini Colourpop haul where I showed a bunch of items that I bought from Colourpop. And if you watched that video, I said that I have been obsessed with this Colourpop highlighter in the shade Tease Cake. This is in a pearlized finish and it's a subtle pearl pink and I have been loving it, obviously because it's in my favorites. But a last minute addition that I wanted to add to this video from Colourpop is the Super Shock Cheek Blush in Aphrodisiac. This was given to me by my coworker Ashley. I am wearing them both on the cheeks today. I don't know if the camera is washing me out. I specifically wanted to mention the two of these because these go so well together and I think that this would go well on top of any blush, but I've really been liking the two of them together anyway. They blend so effortlessly. You would think that they would be so intense, it's hard to buff out, but it's so the opposite. If you've watched my monthly favorites videos before, this guy should look very familiar to you. I mentioned this in my January favorites of this year, and clearly I have still been giving it some love. This is my Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe Herbs and Rosewater. This is the travel size that I picked up on one of the impulse fixtures at Ulta. I had heard so much about the Mario Badescu line on YouTube, but I never really got around to looking into it. So I picked it up one day when I was Ulta, and I was actually really surprised at the price. For 2 ounces of this facial spray, it was only $5. I don't know how much the full size is, but I totally want to look into that. I just noticed that this product really refreshes my skin, gives it more of a healthy glow while I'm doing my makeup routine. I use it after I apply my moisturizer. I don't use it instead of a moisturizer, just so you know. After it sinks in, I apply my makeup, and then after I set my foundation with powder, I go back in and spray this again. You can spray multiple times throughout the day, even way after you've done your makeup. You can even pop it in the fridge for a cool refresher on a hot day. It's a really great product, and I love the price too. And then my last beauty favorite for the month is this pink body mist scent in Wild at Heart. I believe they do still have this. Last I checked, they came out with more scents to look into, but I absolutely love the packaging. I think it's just really sleek and cute. Then on the back, it gives a short description of what the notes are. It says, live wild at heart in red passion fruit and sheer musk. I have a couple other scents from this line that I love just as much, but I've just noticed myself gravitating towards this scent in particular. As you can see, I have less than half of the bottle left to use up, so maybe this will be in a future project pan for me. Thank you so much for watching my monthly favorites video. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll stick around for more videos to come. Bye!